Three.
Four hosts, they bout to wreck shit like Marco. Addicted to the Giants like it's Netflix and Narcos. The CEO making big moves as per usual. Captain Negative calling everybody delusional. This podcast is number one. Like when you take a piss, so share the link and pass it. Like Major making splits and Mr. Make a Wish. The sophisticated click. I spit offensive lines now. Tim can take a sip of some beer because he likes the taste of it, right? Don't forget the New York Giants beat the Patriots twice. The sickest dudes eating chips and salsa like it's Victor Cruz. Win or lose, always gonna root for Big Blue. It's true. This a classic show. Tyree, catch it, bro. Play a drinking game while you listen and call it Plaxico. Take a couple shots. If it's funny, you can rewind. To bleed blue means it's in their jeans like Levi's. Eli, man in the ship, just like a sailor. Captain, we attacking bum rush like Lawrence Taylor. Podcast on point, the sharpest arrows. BBG stay gritty like Mark Bavaro.
What up? What up? What up, my friend?
What up?
I think we got it. We got it down right at the moment.
I know there's tons of Knicks fans watching us right now.
They stopped everything they're doing, and
Yeah.
they are tuned in. How are
Hey,
you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Giants are making moves.
They are. They are. Okay, now I'm locked in.
It
I have,
makes you feel like stuff is going on and football season's just around the corner.
yes, I agree. I am locked in. I have everything up and running. We are up and running.
Absolutely.
Changed the layout a little bit.
Okay.
So, how you feel about that?
I like it. I like the new logo.
Yeah, right. Well,
Hey, make comments to anybody that's out there actually listening.
yeah, exactly. Hold on. I am gonna secretly have.
Don't just be creeping. Put some stuff in the chat.
Yeah, don't be lurkers. I'll give updates on if there's something else going on.
Oh yeah. Well, it's halftime now. At
Yeah.
least so we're good.
All right. So let's do a little introduction. For those who are new here, my name is Marco. You're listening to the Bleed Big Blue podcast. I have my co-host Tim with me. We're new to this again, so this is our reintroduction.
Yeah, and if you watch any of the old shows, we were always new
Yeah,
to it because if you go by our technical problems,
yeah. Our technical capabilities is all on me. Um, so what did you want to talk about today? Anyway, what did we put on the list? How about that?
uh, let's get into it, man. As far as the big thing is, we got three new wide receivers this
Right.
week,
Hmm.
and you know what? I'm cool with all three of them. I like that we got competition. That's the one thing I like about this whole roster. It's competition. There's no one that has a spot locked in. Everybody's got to earn that spot, and that's the way I prefer it. With Dable, obviously being hindsight being 2020, it definitely wasn't that. That was not the case. There was too many guys that were too comfortable, as in I don't got to worry about my position. Where I don't think there's maybe other than Jackson Dart, I don't think anybody is like too comfortable. As in, there's no guarantee that you got a starting spot, let alone a spot on this team.
Right. Correct. So let's start off the top with the first signing that they had on that Monday, I believe, was Braxton Berrios.
Yep, it's
So
it was as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, that's just replacing Gunner.
right,
I mean, it's you just need a little short, fast white guy. Let's throw him in, replaced. And honestly, I don't really see a whole lot of difference. I don't mind Gunner, but Barrios, I don't think is a big step down if he's even a step down.
you think it's pretty close either way.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty close, and no matter what, I think both of them are fighting for a spot, and they better be great. Doing great returning because that's the only way you're going to get this team on this team.
So So you think Barrios isn't not going to be like slated in for like kick return, punt return duties?
No, no, that's why I think he better be able to return kicks because that's the only. He's coming in because Barrios has good return ability,
Mhm.
just like Gunner Olszewski. Like I said, I just think he's taking his spot, and he better solidify himself in that spot, or he's not going to make this team.
Right. I think he's a lock. What do you think they're going to go with Deontay Banks as both?
I definitely think I definitely think from what I was reading up on OTAs,
Hmm.
Deontay Banks is getting some first team reps.
At corner?
Yep, and he's definitely I mean he's an all pro punt returner. So, but if he can play multiple positions, that's another reason that he might be a lock for this team.
Right. Right. So how the day worked out for me personally, I saw that like Odell was going to have a workout on the Monday. I saw it
Hmm.
on Sunday night. And I was like, all right. I was like, I had a funny feeling they would sign him on the first anyway. As soon as the non comp picks were in the equation.
Yeah,
Uh, so then I was like, it's definitely signing is just formality. You don't bring a guy in two, three times not to sign him.
yeah, exactly.
So get there, I'm spamming the refresh button, giant side wide receiver. I'm like, yes. I was like, I was like, are they not going to sign him? That went through my head for like,
I thought the same thing. I'm like, man, Barrios must have torn it up compared to
yeah,
everybody else. I didn't see that coming. I was all right, cool.
right.
But I was the same feeling you were. I was like, all right,
I was like, oh, they didn't sign him. I was like, oh, but then they signed him.
yeah, exactly. And then they also signed Juju Smith-Schuster, and we also joked on our chat. There
Mhm.
was like, it's pretty much felt like The Bachelor, and you know what? Can't even think who was the guy who. I forgot who the fourth receiver was. I'm trying to think who that was. I'd have to look through our chat on who it was.
Miller,
Was it Ryan Miller?
I forget who it was, but yeah,
Yeah, no, Anthony Miller. That's who it was. Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller had to be like, yeah, Anthony, you can leave. The rest of you can stay. I, you know,
yeah, it felt it had that it had that definitely had that vibe of like reality TV show. Like I was thinking it was be like Top Chef or something. It was like Miller, please stand forward. You have been
everybody who stepped forward can leave.
yeah. Please please pack your knives and go. And no, please please
I
pack your
want, but you know
gloves
what the
and
funny
go.
thing is with that is I want to know. First of all, they had to kill his confidence, Anthony
Hmm.
Miller's confidence, as in like, was his workout that much worse than the other three?
Right. Yeah, I got you.
That he was like, okay, I got to go. Everybody
All right.
else gets to stay.
All right, we got a comment coming in. Ready? Sam White, ready? It says y'all think Odell is going to make this team. You mean the final 53?
Uh, we'll see. Uh, I think I'm leaning towards that he's going to make the team because one of the things that me and Marco discussed as well is I don't think Neighbors is going to be there week one. The fact that you signed three wide receivers tells me that you're worried about having enough depth and especially enough people to play. So as far as that, I think Odell has a chance. I think he has a better chance than I thought originally. I thought this was going to be a preseason, pony show. Let's show off get a little nostalgic during the season, get you pumped up, but not make the team. But with all the neighbors stuff and the fact he's playing a softball game and but limping around, doesn't. I don't understand that, but I don't think neighbors is playing weekend. So I definitely think Odell has a shot.
My take is he's on the 53.
Oh, wow.
There's too much
Wow.
there's too much back and forth, and they're already talking about it. Harbaugh mentioned to him like he doesn't want to bring him in and you know cut him before the final roster. And then Odell's was saying that basically he wants to earn it, and he signed a vet minimum deal, just like the other two.
Well, that's my point. And shout out to our boy James. He also said the same thing. He was like, listen, he didn't get any extra signing bonus or anything like that. You got a vet minimum deal. All three are going against each other for probably one spot, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's whoever. The preseason is going to be interesting because I'll be honest. I'm a little more excited about Juju Smith-Schuster
Then the other two.
than Odell and Barrios.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being, Juju has been in the league for a while, but he's not even 30 yet, and he's obviously he's willing to play special teams, which Odell's not doing, and there's still still potential. And Smith Schuster just played on under Nagy's offense last year, so he has experience in the offense on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the bigger question is is Slayton going to be ready?
Right, he had sports hernia surgery or something along that line.
Yeah, so if he, obviously it's a better chance for Odell and Smith Schuster or Barrios to make the team if Slayton and Neighbors are not going to be able to play.
All right, let's play this game. You ready?
Okay, go for it.
Odell, Barrios, and Shushu and
Smith Schuster.
Smith Schuster. Sorry,
Yeah.
all make the team. Who are who are like your prime suspects that are getting cut? Say all three make it.
If all three make it,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So I gotta whittle it down. Well, first of all, I feel bad, but the guys that are gone, Hyatt, see ya. Isaiah Hodgins, see ya. Um, Bo Collins, see you later. Who else is even there? I'm trying to think of the guys that I know will be there. I think Kelvin Office has been tearing out OTAs, but I thought he was making the team anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi Fields is absolutely making the team.
Yeah. So we got three definites.
Yeah, and obviously, like you said, the problem is going to be some of these guys might make the team until Neighbors is healthy. And
Right.
and Dylan Cambry, see you later as well. I was just trying to think of the other wide receivers that are actually there.
All right. We got a few comments coming in from Judah. Your receivers are old and trash. I think we got someone trying to spark it up in here.
It's probably these Philly fans. They all get mad after I said they're going to be third, and I just want to put it out there that that word spread a little bit because I saw other Giants podcasts saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Third or last.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know what? I'm doubling down on that, and that's what's going to happen. You guys just lost AJ Brown. Good luck. Good luck. Not having 8 men in the box. They're not worried about your other receivers.
Yeah, we're not. And Sal White says, keep in mind that Slayton always drops the ball.
I know that, but the problem was this was Slayton. They're not going to cut him. They don't gain anything by cutting him. But the way his contract is, it's pretty much just going to be dead cap money. Slayton's here for another season, unless he has a major injury or something like that. Slayton's playing this season, and hopefully he learns how to catch. But we know that's not going to be the case.
We got an update. He's a Bears fan who's coming in.
Oh, Bears fan. You just got cursed today. Caleb Williams on the Madden cover. Guess what? Now he's getting hurt.
Wait, literally happened to us.
Yep.
Uh, and so yeah, I with those three receivers, like I'm happy Odell made it. I think it's like a good story and stuff like that. If he makes the team, he makes the team.
I hope Odell is motivated. Have a 1 year magic year of just playing well and go out on top as a Giant. I love it. I hope the storyline works. I just, from what I've seen in the past, I don't see it happening.
Hmm.
Wow, we got some people hating.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
they're coming after us.
Uh, they're gonna cut him next year and put that. Yeah, I'm most likely
Oh, Slayton's absolutely gone after this
he's
season.
gone by this season. Yeah, if not this season, but next season.
I know you. I know Marco thinks Slayton's getting cut. It
I think
just
he's.
cap wise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like the same cap hit if they cut or if he's there.
Yeah. We got Barry saying Ruben Baines question mark. All right.
What about Ruben Bain?
Yeah, exactly.
Did something happen?
Is the question?
Little short arms Ruben Bain.
I kind of like the Bears as like a
I,
franchise.
you mean the were they gonna be the Indiana Bears soon?
Yeah. So what is up with that?
As in they're trying to get a stadium and right across the border they can get a stadium built in the spot. So that might happen. One of the storied franchise. If you guys move out of Chicago, that's just sad.
Yeah. They can't even get anything done to stay like Soldier Field. Nothing, huh?
I think that they've tried to update it, but I think that it's done with updates. Is you need to. So I think most players do say Soldier Field is trash.
Hmm. Yeah. And what else we got going on? We got a little kicker battle too now.
Oh yeah, hey, that's another thing. You guys want to go back and watch a video? What did I say? Savada was had a good chance to make this team. Well, that chance just got a whole lot better because they just got rid of the veteran. They got
Hmm.
rid of Jason Sanders, which was the major threat to Savada in the first place.
Who
And
did it?
yeah,
Who
go ahead.
was it? Harbaugh mentioned someone specifically. I forget which kicker it was that had a specific kicking style, and he wanted to. Which was it?
Well,
Sauls? No, it
it
was
was
Sanders,
Savada.
right?
It was Savada.
It was
He, li-
Zavada. Oh,
yeah, he likes that the way he kicks. It's like a parallel, whatever. I think it's like a straight on kick or something like that.
oh, yeah, because he mentioned um when they cut Sanders, right?
Well, Sanders, from what they said, what I read up in OTAs is he didn't look great when he was kicking in the OTAs this week, and he didn't play all of last year with a hip injury, which isn't good when you're a kicker.
Right,
So, and God knows we don't want to deal with a kicker having injury problems. We
right.
dealt with that for a few years. We're not doing that again. And from what I saw, I think either today or yesterday, Ben Sauls wasn't looking great kicking. So I think Savada's probably going to be our kicker unless something happens.
Yeah, but we've actually seen him do it in games.
Yeah, he
Make
went to a major university and played a big game, so that's good.
no, I was talking about Sauls. We actually seen him in the NFL, not just like
Well, yeah, I mean he was 8 for 8 NFL,
yeah.
and again, it's going to be competition. It's going to be preseason battle. Nobody has it locked up yet, but it looks like they're trying to go with the younger guys. I mean, they even cut the veteran long snapper to bring it, to have an undrafted free agent be the long snapper. So
So yeah, We got you know who's replacing? So we got someone in the chat who's saying who's replacing Okariki. I think we got Tremaine Edmonds, right? Where did he play before?
Yeah, uh, your little Chicago Bear. Our middle linebacker's over with us. Not to mention we have a guy right next to him who's the same size and younger. So good luck throwing over the middle on us.
What did you think of the what did you think of the whole Jackson Dart controversy with
Oh, so we've also talked about this in the chat, but it's all. Was I happy that he did it? No, because I already knew what was going to be the fallout from it.
Mhm.
But whatever, you believe what you want to believe. But I also know he's a kid, and if any of us got asked by the president whether you like him or not, hey, introduce me, would you really say no?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly. So, but I like the way Abdul Carter dealt with it. I like the way he's like, hey, I believe what I believe, but we're cool.
Mhm.
Granted, who knows what's going on in the locker room, but I like that the locker room's getting tested a little bit already, and just seeing what happens from that. It seems like everybody came out.
Mhm.
It's good, and even if it's not good, I like the fact that I'm not hearing anything from the locker room. You're supposed to keep it in house.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. there's been a lot of little things going on with the Giants here and there, and it's like it's been an active off season. I would say that.
I gotta say, because I'm looking at this chat. Did we do something to the Bears fans? Why
I don't
why
know.
why are they trolling?
I don't know.
Why the Bear fans trying to troll?
I don't. I don't. I don't mind. Are we now an anti-bear
I'll hate
podcast?
on the Bears. I don't care. That's fine. Are you guys just mad because
I
we
think
get
I.
Tremaine Edmonds? I mean, is that what all the anger is coming from? I'm used to, as far as the Philly fans, they're gonna troll. 'Cause that's what they
Yeah.
do. But Chicago's Bears fan, I mean, have you guys even won enough to be trolling anybody?
Not lately. Not lately.
Yeah, you guys made playoffs. Good for you.
Ooh, Giants are down by the Knicks are down by 13.
I don't want to hear about that. I got a bet on that game. I had Knicks winning. I shouldn't have bet that, but I did.
So you put it in.
Yeah,
It's like seven left in the third.
yeah. I do think the Knicks can win this series. Game one I was worried about because they've been resting for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and
They were.
obviously it's at San Antonio.
Yeah. I was looking over to the side. Y-
We want. Yeah, well, we're not talking. We weren't coming after the Bears fans. These Bears fans. You guys were 4-13 last year. We know.
Not hiding it.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing big.
Just don't tell anyone.
First of all, city of losers. When's the last time Chicago won anything? Jordan's been retired for a long time, man.
Not not a Stanley Cup. Not a
Oh, you want to talk about the Cubs
not a
years
pennant.
ago?
Not a pennant. Not
Everyone hates the Giants this year. They don't hate us, man.
yeah.
The- we haven't won enough for them to hate us. Now, after week one, when we stomped Dak and Arvell Reese and Abdul Carter and all that stuff, start crushing Dak and take him out for the season. And if you want to go back to old shows, I did call out when Dak was going to go out for a season. Don't
I
let me
forgot about
don't let
that.
me put that juju on him.
I forgot about
I called his knee injury.
that.
He's
Literally
I
did.
and we'll I'll pull a Danhausen. I'll curse him.
Oh, oh, Blackhawks won in the 10, 13th, and the 15th. We win champions. That's what he's saying. Champions.
Who win championships?
2015.
Good for you. 2015. And first of all, 2010 we won a championship too. We actually won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You guys are one of the founding franchises. When's the last time you guys even sniffed a Super Bowl? You know what? It's fine. If we got to start, I'm gonna start it now. I'm gonna start have to go after Chicago fans. I didn't bring this. They brought it to us.
I
I
didn't see
had
this.
I had no problem with Chicago fans at all, but now I do. So that's fine. All season long. Caleb Williams going down. The curse is on.
That's what's happening. You're going full Danhausen on this.
Yeah. Not until the season. Not until the season.
Okay,
I won't do it in an off season.
there we go.
I don't want him to be able to come back like mid season or nothing. And so as far as OTAs and stuff, what do you been hearing? What have you been excited about, Marco?
Um, I've been like dialing in a lot, a lot on the wide receivers, which is hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've heard that they're blowing Jackson Tart if he gets out of the pocket. They're blowing the whistle dead and restarting the play as soon as he breaks out of the pocket to keep him in the pocket. I heard that a lot of that's been going on to reset.
Okay. So they want to keep him in the pocket. They want to. Hey, that's good. I like the threat of him running. I just don't like how much they were doing it last year, like
Right.
on a consistent basis. It's like, listen, we have running backs for a reason. Let's just not just beat up Jackson Dart the whole day. Because you already know they're taking a free shot on him the second he's going with the middle, even if he's diving.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I've been I've been hearing tons on Arvel Reese. Every practice I see, they said Arvel Reese is huge. He's fast. I was just reading a thing that he was covering Tyrone Tracy from the slot, like one on one, and he was with him step to step without a problem. And I like that I'm not, and I hope Abdul Carter takes a little notice of this, and I think he is a little bit. Arvel Reese doesn't say anything. He doesn't even want to talk. That's what I like. Just let your play do the talking and see what happens. But I do think Abdul Carter is going to have a hell of a season, though. That's the other thing I've been seeing too. They said his first step is insane, and I think he's going to be. I think Thibodeau's the one coming off the bench this year. I don't think. I think Abdul Carter is starting from like day one.
So how do you give us the front line then? What do you think it's going to be?
Well, front line, obviously we're going to go. Obviously DJ Reader,
Mm-hmm.
Darius Alexander,
Mm-hmm.
and if we're going, probably Shelby Harris on the other side. And then you got the linebackers. You got Tremaine. You got Arvel Reese. You got Abdul Carter on the outside. You got Brian Burns on the other side. Uh, I think there's definitely going to be a competition at safety because I couldn't tell you exactly who's going to be starting. I have an idea. Obviously, I'm assuming Javon Holland and Newbin would be the starters, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pinnock, you know, worked his way in there. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be, uh, Ardarius Washington, who actually has experience with Harbaugh and all that stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he worked his way in there either. It's going to be a Debo at the one corner,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming Greg Newsom, but I wouldn't be surprised if Colton Hood beats him out. as far as being a number two. Then Drew Phillips in the slot.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, but obviously injuries are going to happen, and so you
Yeah,
never know.
there'll be a little shakeups. Oh, we got some Bills fans in the chat now.
There you go. The one reason I'm back is Marco didn't like that I did a Bills podcast.
Yeah, well, I was like a jealous lover. We got
Listen, first of all, you guys all do it. And first of all, any Baltimore fans that want to talk trash, you guys sign old guys nonstop, like DeAndre Hopkins. Like, first of all, we can sign DeAndre Hopkins right now, which I know was a possibility.
and let's see, Larry Weller ready. They signed on.
The
They
old
signed
line,
on.
the old line is not old. You're wrong on that. And but as far as Runyon fitting in the system, I totally agree with you. I don't think Runyon's going to be here. I think he's getting cut or traded.
That's a possibility.
First of all, this Bears fans knows awful lot about the Giants.
I will say that.
Closet Giants fan.
Yeah. Francis Mariano, your rookie is going to get smashed.
He's not going to get smashed. First of all, he's a monster, and I guess he's already. And the fact that he's already going against Burns, he's going after Abdul Carter as well. I like that he's getting tested against our defense already.
Oh, now we're just staring at the chat over here.
Yeah, we're watching the chat. We don't want to lie to you because we're this Bears fan's obviously bored. You know why he's bored? None of his teams are playing.
Yeah. So I see they're getting smashed a lot this year. All right, so let's
Well,
Knicks are on commercial.
yeah. So here, let's do this, Marco. Who's the offense that you want? Obviously, we know Dart's starting. We get that. But as far as rest positions, who do you want as the starters?
So Theo Johnson, right? No, Theo Johnson as tight end. They'll probably do two tight end sets, but likely.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbors, obviously. Fields will probably be two or three.
You want Field starting, or do you want one of the other guys? You want Mooney or?
Or also,
Well, Austin's not going to be a starter. He's going to be in there for spot jobs and all that stuff. He's just going to be one of those guys that goes in there, gets a
yeah.
matchup problem because he's so fast.
Yeah, you think Mooney's the you think I don't know.
I Mooney's good. They paid a lot of money for him to come,
Yeah.
so they plan on him playing, and he's had enough experience. I mean that he's been a number one. I mean,
Mhm.
not a great number one, but he's been a number one,
Yeah.
and he's
And,
got speed.
and then Tyrone Tracy the back and Cam the complimentary.
Okay. As far as the running back, you don't think they're gonna they're not gonna do anything with the running back position?
No, I don't think so.
You know, another guy I forgot all about though that I've been seeing on OTAs is Eric Gray.
Where is he?
He's playing. He's at OTAs. He's playing. He's there at practice.
Hmm. Oh,
he's a guy that, if healthy, I mean, he's got something to prove.
I didn't even think he's still, I didn't even think he's still with the Giants.
No, he's still with the Giants. I swear he was at practice. I'm almost positive. I'm almost 99% positive.
Hmm.
Yeah,
He,
because
he fell off my radar.
well, he's fell up a lot of people's radar because he got hurt early last year and he was out. Let's see here. I mean, yeah, he's only in his third year. He got a
Uh,
torn meniscus last year, but right now he's doing practice.
hmm.
So
I don't
that,
I don't I don't see him making the team.
yeah, I don't, as far
I,
as what he's gonna do.
I didn't even think he was on on
Oh, he might be
on the
practice squad.
90 on the 93.
You don't think he's even making that? I mean, that's
So I think it's going to be primarily Tyrone Tracy and like Cam, maybe like a 60-40 split, around there.
hmm
Maybe closer to the 50-55 mark.
yeah. Like I told you before, and I actually agree with the Bears fan. I absolutely think it's gonna be a running back by committee.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the high hand is gonna start getting the ball.
Mhm.
I do think Tracy's a lot better than people give him credit for. Um, Cam is Cam. Just stay healthy.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan, and I'm watching. He's still rehabbing, but he's doing backflips at a
Oh,
softball game.
I saw that and I was like, "Oh, why?"
That tells me you have no you have to be ready, right? Like for a training camp. Like there's
Mhm.
no way you could be like, "No, I'm not physically ready
Yeah.
after doing that."
It's like it hasn't even I don't know. I didn't like seeing it, but whatever.
What about neighbors? Does everybody talk about neighbors like limping around at the softball game?
Yeah. Not a good look on there either.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
But
limping, why are you playing?
yeah, but you're 2 weeks post like cleanup surgery.
Yeah, I'm not expecting them to do anything. And like everybody's saying the same thing. With three wide receivers getting signed, it's probably not going to start. A lot of people were pretty much rumoring that he's not even going to play to probably week 4, week 5, if
Yeah.
not later.
Yeah.
Which I think we're a little more set up than we were last time when neighbors went down.
Yeah. Yeah, last year we were throwing to like who knows?
Because if we are doing exactly what you said, a lot of two tight end sets, and obviously Ricard's going to be out there as well.
Yeah.
Because the receivers don't have to go, three, four deep on a regular possession.
Right. So Singletary, I think he's making it too. That'll be the four
Oh,
backs.
Singletary took a pay cut. I give him credit. I don't think he played bad at all last year,
Hmm.
but I knew he was overpaid for being the number 3,
Yeah.
and especially when he was the number 3 and getting paid more than both of them, like put together.
Knicks have crawled back 69-71. We're
There we
still in
go.
the we're still in the third.
Oh, is that another New York team? Aren't they in the finals right now? Should
Is he a Bulls fan too?
it seemed like he was repping Chicago.
Brunson top of the key. Oh, he had it tied up.
Well, at least he came
Hey.
back. When he got hurt in the first half, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, already.
Nice shot.
But how big of a freak is Webbiana?
What it's I don't know. I think he's
He is absolute video game cheat code. He's the guy you make. That's like, hey, I'm gonna make a guy and put him on my team.
Yeah,
He's gonna be able to shoot threes. He's 7 foot, 7'6". I'm gonna do whatever I want with him.
yeah.
But
It's wild seeing him shoot too. It's like so.
he's just a good player, and honestly, I like his attitude. He wants to win. He's grinding. I was listening to what's with Ryan Clark's podcast, The Pivot.
Hmm.
They had Greg Oden on. I would just remember those days, going back to the days when Greg Oden was
Hmm.
in college. It was going to be like the next great thing, and they took him instead of Kevin Durant.
Yeah. What was Greg going and saying it? What did he have to say?
Well, pretty much, Greg Oden pretty much admits he was a drunk. That's what it sounded like. He was drinking too much, not practicing as much as he should have. But it's not. But it sounded like he didn't love the game. That's where I like Webiana. Webiana sounds like he loves the game and wants to win. Has that dog in him,
Mhm.
and that I think that's really cool.
I want to see him like be more aggressive when he gets a ball in the paint though. Like a lot of times he's passing. I'm like, you're 7'4". Like he
But
had
he's all
like earlier in the game, he had Josh Hart under the basket and he passed it. I was like, he's 6'4". You're 7'4".
he can't push people down. He doesn't have the weight behind it yet,
Yeah,
and that's the one thing they were saying is OG Ananobi can actually cover him pretty well because
muscle him. Yeah,
he's stronger, and OG has a 7'2" wingspan,
yeah,
so he can get in his face.
which is wild.
Yeah, that's. But you know who's impressing me, at least the first half, at least. Cat was impressing me because he pisses me off most of the time because he plays that pussy basketball. As in, I'm not gonna go down low.
Yeah, I kind of like him though. I think this
I
Knicks team is very likable to me. Like I'm a Laker fan, but like this Knicks team, I like.
No, they're absolutely likable. I agree with you on that. I mean, like they're all Nova guys,
Yeah,
but you know what? And I'm a Syracuse fan, but it's I like that's kind of cool that they all got on the same team.
yeah,
I like that.
and I love the like the was it like 95-ish Knicks. I love that team.
hmm But you also got to love Brunson, man. The guy took to keep this team good.
Hmm.
He could have got paid $100 million more than what he got paid as far as an extension. I'm sorry. If I'm getting $100 million more, sorry, Marco. I'm going to the Bills. I'm going to the Bills podcast.
You are $100 million more. I'll be like, go, go.
I'm just. Oh, I'm getting paid. Going to the Bills podcast.
There we go.
But
Uh,
I love that, man. That's the kind of guys I like, and that's what it seems like. This team, bringing back to the Giants, this team seems like they like each other.
mhm.
Just going by the softball game, all of them were there.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I really can't stand license plate guy, but whatever. He's he's annoying, but
I've,
good.
I've I've never really run into. I ran into him like once or twice. It was just like hi bye. That's it.
Yeah, it. I won't hate. I won't hate because he's never done anything personally to me,
Yeah,
but but it kind of annoys me a little bit, but whatever.
it's all right. I annoy you sometimes, so that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, yeah, that's true. We got a lot of people on this on this podcast.
I annoy the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I mean, I got to deal with whatever his name is. Trying to read the full name. Was it Judane B is the greatest? Try whatever.
I thought it was Judah.
Judah. Yeah, whatever your name is. He's annoying me too, but it's all good.
Shorten that so we could shit on you. There you go.
Yeah. But it seems like this team's together, and that's another thing that it seemed like. I really would love to be a fly in the wall and see what the locker room was like with Dable, and see
Hmm.
what the difference is now.
Apparently, it was a country club.
But that's what it seemed. It almost seemed like, hey, I'll show up when I want. I'll do what I want. Go from there.
But not only does this locker room like seem like they all like each other, it's all hush.
Very exactly. It's all
And
hush. Keep it in house.
that's going even back to the draft. It's the Giants were linked to everyone and they liked everyone and that was it.
Yeah. And now I know Harbaugh's a liar. So come next year for the draft, I know he's full of shit.
Yeah.
So but I'll give Shane credit. Even during the Dable years, he was pretty quiet as
Mhm.
far as what they were gonna do. Like they kept them guessing. Where the Jerry Reese years, people knew what we were
Yeah.
drafting, and they pretty much who'd they steal from us?
Leonard Floyd.
Yep, Leonard Floyd.
The
Everybody knew we wanted Leonard Floyd.
the Bears stole it from us.
Yep. Now he's been on like five different teams, but
Yeah.
he's still good.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's playing.
Uh what do we got going on now?
I was reading the chat. If Dart scores and does the Trump dance, I think that would be hilarious. To be honest. I, First of all, I absolutely think that would be hilarious. I hope he does do that.
I didn't even think about that. That would be
Well, it would be even better if Abdul Carter did it after he got a sack. I think that'd be even more. That'd be funnier.
that would be funnier.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all ready for this season. I'm really excited about this. Marco, where are you sitting for the week one? Where you at?
First row.
Are you first row? You
No,
lazy piece
I
of shit.
didn't. No, I'm gonna be in the cheap seats with the real people.
Okay, yeah, well that I figured that's where I'm gonna be up there as well, man. I haven't got the tickets yet.
Yeah, I didn't buy them yet either.
Well, we'll discuss to make sure we're around the same area.
Yeah, well,
Get a bleed big blue tailgate.
yeah, I'm done with that.
Absolutely. For Sunday night, we better win Dallas week one. That if you can give me any game, please give me that game.
Mhm.
Just week one. Let's get the win. We don't even have to hurt Dak. We'll pick him off a few times, sack him a few times.
So let's see how the Giants win. I got Odell 4 for 60 yards and a tutty.
If they open up the season and Odell scores like the first touchdown of the season, the stadium might blow up.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
if he gets the first, yeah,
They're down in the red zone. Odell comes in for the first place he's been in there. Even if it's a little crap 5 yard
whatever, yeah.
drag route or something like that, you get 54-17. Get out of here.
Oh, and into James saying like he can't. There's no separation. He can't separate, but he could catch. He could still catch.
I don't. Is it? Are we more? Is it more because we've had Darius Slayton for so many years that we're like, oh my god, he can catch. Like we're really pumped up about receivers that can catch.
Yes.
We think that's a huge deal. And the fact that Malachi Fields supposedly has ridiculous hands, I'm all for it.
Hmm.
It's it's gonna be a fun, interesting time, especially with all the minds they have on that offensive side of the ball of what they're gonna
Yeah,
pull off.
they have like 8 head coaches on
But
their assistant.
honestly, dude, I'll be when I didn't even realize Greg Roman got hired. That's
Hmm.
how like he did. It was so under the radar. I was like, I heard it the other day, and I'm like, he's on our rot. I didn't even know he was him. You got Callahan and you got Nagy. They're all on the same side. It's like, who's actually running the ship? That's my question. Is Greg just in there? First of all, Greg Roman, I don't know how he got
You
this
mean
rep
you
of
mean
being
on
on the
the offensive on the
offensive side of the ball
Mhm.
with all those guys.
Who's running that show?
Yeah, who's running the show? Is it like, hey, I take care of the running game? That's Greg Roman's thing, which he's got the reputation of like that's all he does.
Hmm.
He's the best run game, coordinator around.
Hmm.
And then, Callahan doing, you know, the passing game, and Matt Nagy's just like, yes, do that, just being like
So
a
you
CEO.
is that because that's because he really hasn't called his own plays, right?
I'm not positive. No, Matt Nagy's had to call his plays because he was a top offensive coordinator before he got his head coaching job.
For Chicago, right?
Yeah, for Chicago. By the way,
A
another
lot of
Chicago.
Chicago in the J.
But yeah, well, I mean, this we'll see who's actually running the show as far as that. And I can't wait to see what defense Bernard Wilson actually runs. That's
Yeah.
another guy. He's he's one of those. There's a lot of coaches that came in like I know what kind of defense. When Wink came with Brian Dable, I knew what kind of defense he ran. I was
Hmm.
excited about it because I knew that's what kind of defense he ran. All that aggressive, blitzing, attacking style.
Hmm.
And we just dealt with the shitty ass defensive coordinator that we just had. I want to just you have all these weapons. Get creative on both sides of the ball.
Hmm.
That's what I want. I just want to see creative. Don't be predictable. And defensive wise, there shouldn't be. There's so many versatile players on just that linebacker core. You can put them anywhere,
Hmm.
and that's including Tremaine Edmonds, Reese, Burns, Carter, and that's including Thibodeau as well. Because the sad part is you're almost gonna have to sit one. You're gonna have to sit one of those guys on every rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think we're doing the right thing by keeping Thibodeau?
Yeah. Supposedly he's super motivated and he wants this is a contract year.
I'm on the fence with Thibodeau. I absolutely see the point of hey, let's get some value for him. But I
Hmm.
also know if he leads in free agency, we're going to get a comp pick, and anything lower than that, well, there's no reason to trade him
Hmm.
for anything lower than that.
Yeah,
But
that I didn't even think about the comp equation. You
and
think he was a
he's
first round pick?
he's getting, I would say third, probably fourth if
Yeah.
he leaves. And
That's what you were probably going to get for him if you traded, maybe a fourth.
exactly, I think that's why they were like, listen, I'm only taking a second or higher for him, or a high third or something
Yeah.
when they were doing the draft. But it seems like he's a he seems like he's a leader in the locker room.
Right.
He's the reason Javon Holland even came to the Giants.
He called him up?
Yeah, well, they played it together at Oregon,
Again, yeah.
and he he's the one that got him over as like this Giants is where you should be playing.
Hmm.
I like that kind of stuff. Now they do have the money. If they really did want to resign him, they probably could.
The books next year are
Well, yeah, Burks are good. Like other than Thibodeau, is there anybody else that we would actually have to sign? Like, hey, we got to lock this guy up. Um,
No,
there, there's no one. Dart wouldn't be ready for an extension yet. Um,
there's no one else.
not Burns is already. He's already got his contract. Abdul Gardner's still only being his
Andrew
third
Thomas
year.
is good.
Yeah, no, Thomas got his extension.
No, we should be good.
Yeah, that's sign people back who keep the keep the rosters going. That's,
Oh, did you see any of like Odell's presser in the press conference today?
I saw bits and pieces.
So he said that after Dable got fired, that
Mhm.
someone in the Giants front office or slash ownership gave him a call and asked for suggestions on who the head coach should be. Do you do you buy it?
I think that if that's true, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't
Because
buy.
I don't buy it at all. I mean, it could be anybody. If I mean, technically, if you're going to go that general
Hmm.
about it, it could be hey, I'm the male guy. Hey, Odell,
How are you?
who should we get?
I was like, why would he say that? And then they like super lightly pressed him. He was like, oh, who was that? And he said he didn't answer.
Yeah, he's full of shit. But I also saw all the stuff of all the interviews. I never wanted to leave the Giants and all this other stuff. Yeah, you were bitching a little bit at the end,
Yeah,
the first time around.
he
Now
was, but
I don't blame him because
Mhm.
we were losing and we were not a good team. But and but it also didn't help that he was injured all the time. But that's no here nor there.
Yeah,
But
I know.
hey, I hope Odell, you know, drinks from the fountain of youth and just tears it up. Do I think it's going to happen? No.
Yeah, I'm in the same thing with you. I didn't believe him about the ownership story that or whoever front office someone in the building called him and asked him who the head coach should be. I don't believe him on that, but I believe it when he said that he never wanted to leave because he didn't. Sometimes you bitch about where you're at, but that doesn't
Yeah,
mean to leave.
he's a he definitely didn't want to go to Cleveland. Let's put it out. Let's put it
Yeah,
that way.
definitely didn't want to go to Cleveland.
He definitely didn't want to go to Cleveland. I felt bad for Jared Verse getting traded to the Cleveland Browns. That kid's nasty, and he's just like, now I'm on the Browns. Do I really want to get an extension with the Browns? When you were in LA,
Two polar opposites.
you were in LA, you were tearing it up, you were on a great team.
Great team, great franchise, like great weather
Yeah, and
for the
now
most part.
now you got to go to a shitty team in a shitty city.
Yeah.
have,
If,
have fun.
if LA's not on fire, it's pretty good weather, or in a super drought.
He was like, I would like he said, oh, I was upset when I first heard it. I was like, I'm sure you were.
Yeah. He would rather be in the fires and the drought than go to Cleveland. How about that?
But that trade, they were talking about Aaron. Now the rumor was Aaron Donald's considering coming out of retirement
Mhm.
because Miles Garrett's there. They're obviously going for a Super Bowl run, and Aaron Donald's only 35 right now,
Still super young. Yeah. Well, not
but he
super
got
young, but young.
yeah young enough, and they said he stays in shape. Well, I guess he's a workout warrior anyway. He's not stop working out.
Yeah, I saw him on a podcast before this, not the current one after the trade, but he looked phenomenal.
And it got me thinking. Now, obviously, we don't have anybody like a Hall of Famer like Aaron Donald. Then he retired just recently.
Hmm.
But what Giants player, well, just anybody that we saw, we grew up with. Let's not get into the YA titles and all that bullshit.
Okay.
Um, Players that we watch. Who would you bring back for this team?
For this
For,
team
for this team, who if you
specifically.
could bring back one player, who's the player you would bring back
For this team.
for this team? Because obviously the first one everybody's always going to say, let's be honest, is going to be LT.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking in
But
my head.
but the thing is, with this team,
I think you still bring him in. This is
well,
LT.
well, it's still LT. I get that.
All right. All right. How
Let's
about
take
we do
let's
it?
let's take LT out of it because
That's a, let's
we
do
have
not
we
LT.
already have outside linebackers and we know they're good. They're good. Obviously LT is an upgrade over everybody. I get that, especially if we're talking prime. Prime any of these guys.
Would I bring in Jason Sehorn?
Prime Jason Horn would have been great. I wish we saw more of him
Yeah.
when he was playing.
Would I bring in Jason Sehorn? That's a need on the team or an easy upgrade.
Hmm.
Let's see who else.
What position are you considering? Like, let's go that way. Let's break it down that way. What positions are you considering?
Corners,
Okay.
safeties, O line, guard, more specific. Maybe right. Yeah, center.
Okay.
You could
Now
go
you
wide.
said now you said center. They
You
got they got me like that would actually probably be a good move.
could put
But I mean, like
O'Hara.
to bring O'Hara back. I mean,
Yeah.
that's technically he's in the building all the time. um,
Who else? What other positions? I mean, the wide receivers suck, but I don't want to say we would bring back Odell because we just did.
let's bring back Odell.
Pri-
Um, as as
All right,
far
I'm a huge Plax guy, but I wouldn't bring Plax over like the other half.
you know who Plex is Malachi.
Hmm.
That he's gonna be that same kind of player.
Malachi might be a better blocker though, and more physical.
True, and he might practice compared to Plex. So he didn't want to.
Hey, so who were you thinking?
Now you got me thinking. Like, well, here's the one thing I started thinking, man, is when you said corner and safety, Seahorn is definitely interesting.
Hmm.
Um,
Because those were the weaknesses on the team, like say corners.
yep.
We're okay at safety. We're not. It's not a weakness, but it's like okay.
As far as safety though, who's the safety you're bringing back?
We got a lot of choices.
Name them. I'm curious now. Like who's it?
Yeah, how far you want? You want to go 86 team, or you want to go like
We
90s team, or you want to go Antrell Roll? Wait, like
anybody we well, you know what? That's the one. I think you hit it on the head right there. I think Antro Rowe that'd be a good one to bring back because he can mess with the corner and the safety.
mhm.
That's
Yeah,
that's a that'd be a good one. Where another guy I'm thinking of
mhm.
was definitely I think would fit with Harbaugh, Brandon Jacobs,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
especially
Yeah,
with this offensive line, and then you
yeah,
put him back there behind Ricard.
yeah.
I mean that'd be
That one,
dangerous.
that one was good. That one was good. But any player in the 86 and 90s that you bring that you're gonna name is gonna be like, oh, John, he's gonna love him.
Yeah, I mean obviously any of the
Yeah,
well,
like Mark Bavaro, he's not gonna love Mark Bavaro.
well true. We're good at tight end.
Yeah.
um. Oh yeah, if you're going back to '86 and all that stuff, those we bring back any of those guys. Bring back
Okay.
get a Leonard Marshall.
Yeah, you could put Carl Banks right back on there.
Yeah.
But over the more like recent, like Eli era, going forward, maybe even like '90s era, like early Strahan era.
Hmm.
Strahan,
True. I'm actually thinking
but
about defensive tackles right now, as far as people we bring back.
defensive tackles 2000s.
I mean, obviously we a Justin Tuck who can go between both.
Yeah, Snacks was pretty good, but he wasn't, the level of the other defensive players we're mentioning.
Who?
Snacks Harrison was good for like
Oh, Snacks. Yeah,
three,
Snacks
four
was.
years.
Yeah, he was. Snacks was good for a little bit, but the thing,
Jonathan
we always get rid of our defensive tackles, man. Dexter
Jonathan
Lawrence was the first one that we actually like re-signed.
yeah, Jonathan Hankins was a little good for a little while.
Jonathan Hankins,
Um,
Dalvin Tomlinson.
Davin Tomlinson was good for
Oh, who else went? Who else went to Minnesota? Um, Lavelle Joseph.
LeBron Joseph. Yes, I was gonna say who else was it?
Yeah, we had a lot of good. I mean, now going back, we probably should have traded BJ Hill for the trade we did. We obviously Cincinnati made out on that trade.
Yeah. And now they have our basic two defensive tackles.
Yeah, you got BJ Hill and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
There you go.
good for you guys.
It's just like what Minnesota was doing when they had Lavelle Joseph and Davison Tomlinson.
Yeah, it's the literal
It looks
playbook.
like our defensive tackles usually get along and they want to leave and stay with each other. That's pretty much. Dexter Lawrence was mad because Leonard Williams wasn't there anymore.
And Julian Love.
Julian Love's a guy I wish we never got rid of.
Hmm.
He's definitely one. I understood them having to not wanting to pay Leonard Williams. I get that, even though I thought he played well. So when those two were together,
Yeah,
those
they
were our
did play well.
that was our pass rush. Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence would collapse the pocket.
Mhm.
But Julian Love, I thought works well with the way NFL works nowadays. You need a guy that's sort of a safety slash corner that can cover but still hit people and play whatever you really need. Versatility. That Julian Love was that.
And
For-
we could have
and
probably kept him, but
From what it sounded like is we offered him the same contract he got originally
mhm,
from Seattle. So that's
he was done.
yeah, he was people get sick of losing.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard. Yeah, it's
That's the
hard.
nice part is actually the people actually wanted to come here because Harbaugh's here. Now, hopefully that can stay going after this season and beyond.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, let's end this, my friend.
Absolutely, man. Let's shut
Any,
it down.
anything you want to add? Anything you want to tell the people?
Let me, all you Philly fans out there, AJ Brown's gone, and you think you're gonna be better. Again, I'm gonna remind you, third or last place in NFC East. Book it. I bleed big blue, always.
All right, we're booking that. All right, everyone. Peace out. Thank you for joining, and we'll talk to you next week, if not sooner.